welcome to another live stream. It is the decisive Game 3 between the Red Sox and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Winner moves on to the American League Division Series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Loser will see their season come to an end. An interesting, to say, pitching matchup in this Game 3, which we'll get to in a moment. But first, I want to start off with a prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for looking over us, and please protect everybody in this game tonight, Lord. Look over everyone, fans and players alike, and with your will, Lord, just look over all of us as we need you right now, Lord, and please look over all of us and just protect us all, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, Red Sox and Yankees for all the marbles in this series. The Red Sox starting pitcher Conley Early making his postseason debut and making just his fifth major league start. He is going up against Cam Schlittler, the pitcher for the Yankees. He's making only his 15th major league start. So very interesting pitching matchup in this one. Red Sox winning the opener on Tuesday. Yankees battling back last night with a comeback win, 4-3 last night. Jazz Chisholm scoring the winning run in the bottom of the eighth inning on a close play at home plate. So two pitchers very early in their major league careers getting the start in this decisive Game 3 to see who moves on to the American League Division Series against the AL East champion Toronto Blue Jays. Quick numbers on Cam Schlittler. Made 14 starts this year. He had a 4-3 record. ERA of 2.96, walked 31, struck out 84 in 73 innings. He will face this Red Sox batting order. Jarren Duran in the leadoff spot tonight, the left fielder. Trevor Story, the shortstop, will bat second. Alex Bregman at third base bats third. Yoshida, who had the go-ahead two-run hit in Tuesday's win, he will bat cleanup in DH tonight. Rafaela in center field will bat fifth. Nathaniel Lowe getting the start at first base tonight. He'll bat sixth. Narvaez, the catcher, will bat seventh. Abreu getting the start in right field. He'll bat eighth. And Gonzalez at second base rounds out the batting order for the Boston Red Sox. This Game 3 kind of hated to leave the Cubs-Padres game. That game's gotten very interesting in the ninth inning. Cubs came into the ninth inning up 3-0. The Padres with a run, and they have two runners on. The tying run is on for the Padres. The go-ahead run at the plate is Cronenworth. And it'll give you a little bit of play-by-play action of the Padres-Cubs while we await the opener of the Red Sox and the Yankees. There's one out for the Padres. Cronenworth may have just got himself an infield single, and he did. No, they got him at first base on a close play. Padres have runners now at second and third with two outs. Let's see if the Padres elect to challenge that. And they will. So unfortunately, going to have to leave that game. But boy, what an interesting finish that is there at Wrigley for a berth in the National League Division Series and a berth against the Milwaukee Brewers. Earlier today, the Tigers knocked out Cleveland. Cleveland, of course, with that huge comeback to win the American League Central, down 15.5 games earlier in the season in July. In fourth place, they came all the way back to win the division and then get eliminated 2-1 by the team they overtook for the division title, the Detroit Tigers. So the Tigers are moving on to the division series. They will play the Seattle Mariners now. And one game left between the Red Sox and Yankees to see who will battle the Toronto Blue Jays in the other American League Division Series. So we are just about set to go at Yankee Stadium in the decisive Game 3 between these longtime AL East rivals. Winner moves on to Toronto. The loser sees their season come to an end and will have to wait until spring training next year to take the field once again. Mentioned the starter for the Yankees, Schlittler, on the mound, making just his 15th major league start. Red Sox starter Conley Early making his postseason debut in just his 5th major league start. Looks like we're going to be a little delayed getting this one underway, and now the Yankees are taking the field. In front of their home fan. Will this be the last time this year the home fans get to see their hometown Yankees? Division Series rounds begin on Saturday. Brewers, Phillies, Blue Jays, and Mariners have had a bye into the Division Series, so they've had a little bit of time off. Schlittler finishing up his warm-up throws, and Jarren Duran will be the leadoff hitter for the Red Sox tonight. Duran this year hit .256 with 16 home runs, 84 runs batted in. In this series, Duran is hitting 1 for 7. So two young pitchers getting the starts here in this game 3. Probably going to be everything goes. As the 2 games earlier today, the teams have gone deep into the bullpen and have used a lot of pitchers. So it's pretty much all hands available tonight in the bullpen. Yankee Stadium crowd all fired up in this one. Three of the 4 division series end up going the full 3 games. Only one that did not was the Dodgers swept out the Reds. So the Dodgers moved on last night. They will take on the Phillies in the division series round. That should be a very interesting series. And we know the Tigers will play the Mariners. Winner here to play the Blue Jays. So here we go. Duran stepping in. And we are underway in the decisive Game 3 at Yankee Stadium. The first pitch, swing and a miss by Duran. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss again. Duran behind in the count, 0-2. Schlittler's 0-2 pitch. Duran fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. .02 pitch from Schlittler to Duran upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Upstairs again. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two. Duran sends this one right to second. And the catch made there at second base for the first out. Josh Chisholm with the catch. And it'll bring up Trevor Story. Story on the regular season hit .263, 25 home runs. He drove in 96. But he has had a pretty good series, to say the least, as he's batting 4 for 9, a home run and 3 runs batted in. Story takes outside ball 1. One 0 pitch upstairs, and it's 2-0 to Trevor Story. Two 0 pitch. That's at the knees for strike 1. For this decisive Game 3, home plate umpire tonight is Mark Ripperger. Dan Iasonia over at first, Gabe Morales at second, John Lipka at third. Junior Valentine down the left field line, Scott Berry down the right field line. 2-1 pitch is popped up on the infield. Ben Rice under it for out number 2 here in the Red Sox first inning. And it will bring up Alex Bregman with 2 out, nobody on. Bregman, a .273 hitter on the regular season, 18 home runs, 62 runs batted in. This series, Bregman hitting 3 for 7. Schlittler's pitch to Bregman, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Bregman. Fouled away, and Bregman's in an 0-2 hole. Actually, is this playable? It is. Well, it was, and Rice couldn't handle it, and it's a foul ball. It stayed in play, but Rice just unable to come down with it. They're in foul territory. It's 0-2 now to Bregman. So Bregman steps back in and awaits the 0-2 pitch from Schlittler. Upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 on the way from Schlittler to Alex Bregman. That's right down the middle. Strike 3. Bregman strikes out looking. Red Sox retired 1-2-3 in the first. Yankees will come up in the bottom of the first. 0-0. So the Yankees will come up and against the Red Sox pitcher making his postseason debut, Conley Early. It has just gone final at Wrigley Field in Chicago. The Cubs are moving on to the National League Division Series against the Brewers. The Cubs close out the Padres 3-1, the final score. Things got a little interesting there in the 9th inning, but the Cubs are able to pull it out and move on to the Division Series round. Here's the Yankees batting order. Trent Grisham, the center fielder, will lead off. Aaron Judge in right field will bat second. Cody Bellinger in left field bats third. Giancarlo Stanton, cleanup hitter once again in the DH spot. Ben Rice at first base will bat fifth. Rosario playing third base tonight. He gets the start batting sixth. Jazz Chisholm at second base will bat seventh. Volpe, the shortstop, will bat eighth. And Austin Wells, the catcher, in the number 9 spot tonight for the Yankees. And Conley Early taking the ball in this third and decisive game. His 5th start at the major league level. Had a 1-2 record with a 2.33 ERA, just 4 walks though. 29 strikeouts in 19 and a third innings this year in the regular season. So it'll be Grisham leading off in the bottom of the first for the Yankees. Grisham this year in the regular season, a .235 hitter, 34 home runs, 74 runs batted in. In this series, Grisham is just 1 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. So here we go. Early to the mound, first pitch, bottom one to Trent Grisham is at the knees for strike 1. Early's 0-1 pitch to Trent Grisham on the way. Outside, that'll even the count, a ball and a strike. Early delivers the 1-1 pitch to Grisham. That's in on the inside corner. 1-2 now the count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Early to Grisham. Outside, counts even 2-2. Two. Called strike 3 right down the middle. And Grisham strikes out for the 5th time in this series. And here comes Aaron Judge. Judge this year in the regular season hit .331, 53 home runs, 114 runs batted in. This series, he's 4 for 8. But the Red Sox will take that because all 4 hits have just been singles. Judge takes low here for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Judge sends it in the air to center. This will be playable out there. Now coming in from right field is Abreu for the catch for out number 2. And it will bring up Cody Bellinger with 2 out, nobody on in the Yankee first. Bellinger this year a .272 hitter, 29 home runs. He drove in 98. Bellinger this series is 2 for 8. Bellinger, that's off the mound, but hit right to the shortstop, and both pitchers go 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. 1 in the books in the deciding game 3. Red Sox Yankees, no score. So both young pitchers pitching 1, 2, 3 first innings. And for the Red Sox here in the second, it'll be the cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida, to lead it off in the second inning. In the regular season, Yoshida hit .266, 4 home runs. He drove in 26, but had the big 2 RBI hit that ended up being the game-winning hit in Game 1 of this series. He is 2 for 3. in the series. Again, the winner of this series will face another division rival in the division series, as the winner will head to Toronto to take on the AL East champion Toronto Blue Jays. So Schlittler back to work here in the second inning to face Yoshida. Yoshida, the DH tonight for the Red Sox. First pitch, top two. A high strike in the zone to Yoshida, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Yoshida hits it foul, and he's quickly down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch misses high. A ball and 2 strikes now the count on Yoshida. Leading off the Red Sox second. One-two pitch. Outside and high. Counts even 2-2. Two. Yoshida lines it into left field for a base hit. Yoshida now 3 for 4 in this series. And Yoshida is the first base runner of the night. And it will bring up Rafaela, Red Sox center fielder. This year, a .249 hitter in the regular season, 16 home runs, 63 runs batted in this series. Rafaela 0 for 6, however. The pitch is inside, ball 1. Lead at first for Yoshida, and the 1-0 pitch to Rafaela. Inside, and Schlittler's behind Rafaela, 2 balls, no strikes. Two-oh pitch. That's right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts now even 2-2. Two-two pitch down low, and that runs the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Rafaela fouls it back into the seats, and we will do another 3-2 pitch. Payoff pitch once again to Rafaela. Swing and a miss. I think he swung at ball 4. It's a foul tip into the mitt. Second strikeout for Schlittler, 1 away. And it will bring up Nathaniel Lowe, Red Sox first baseman, getting the start tonight. Oh for 3 in this series is Lowe. There's a throw back to first. Yoshida dives back in. Lowe this season hit .228, 18 home runs, 84 runs batted in. Schlittler's pitch too low. That's a high strike, 0-1. Lowe was acquired by the Red Sox from Washington for the stretch run this year. Strike 1 pitch to him is fouled away, and Lowe's down in an 0-2 hole. Narvaez, the Red Sox catcher, is on deck. Yoshida at first, 1 out for the Red Sox here in the second. Schlittler's 0-2 pitch. That's upstairs and in, 1-2 now to Nathaniel Lowe. With these two pitchers very, very young and very early in their major league careers, how long or how short of a leash will they have here in Game 3? How long will they go? 1-2 pitch. It just missed the inside corner, and that'll even the count 2-2. Fans thought it was strike 3. Two-two pitch. Fouled away, and the count stays 2-2. Yoshida started the inning with a leadoff single. Schlittler already over 30 pitches with 1 out in the second. And another 2-2 pitch on the way to Lowe. And another foul ball. Good battle here by Lowe. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Schlittler looking. Lowe steps back in. And the 2-2 pitch. At the knee, strike 3. Lowe caught looking. Strikeout number 3 for Cam Schlittler. 2 outs. And it'll bring up the Red Sox catcher, Narvaez. Number 7 hitter in the lineup. .241 hitter this year, 15 home runs. He drove in 50. Regular season numbers. This series, still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 5. Narvaez takes a little low, ball 1. Narvaez has walked 3 times in this series. 1-0 pitch. That's a little outside. 2-0. That looked like a pretty good pitch. So it appears home plate umpire Mark Ripperger there's not going to be much wiggle room outside, it looks like. 2-0 pitch. That's bounced to short. Easy pickup and the throw, and that retires the Red Sox in the second. Red Sox squander the leadoff single by Yoshida. We head to the bottom of the second at Yankee Stadium. Red Sox Yankees, no score. Other sports action going on around the sports world tonight. Of course, we have a Thursday night NFL game in Los Angeles, 49ers and the Rams, and the 49ers have jumped out to a 7-0 lead in that game. 8 minutes gone in the first quarter out there in LA. Winner will take sole possession, at least for 2 days anyway, will take sole possession of the lead in the NFC West. Both these teams at 3-1. Seahawks also 3-1. Seahawks host the Buccaneers this weekend. So the division series round gets underway on Saturday. Don't have game times yet. The game times will be announced following the ending of this one. As this one heads to the bottom of the second in a scoreless game, Giancarlo Stanton, the Yankee DH, will lead it off here in the bottom of the second. Stanton this season, a .273 hitter, hit 24 home runs and drove in 66. But in this series, Stanton is 0 for 8. Still looking for his first hit of the series. The ESPN broadcast has a promo for hockey. Of course, hockey season, they dropped the puck on a new hockey season coming up this coming Tuesday. So early back to the mound in the second inning, tried the Yankees 1-2-3 in the first. First pitch to Stanton's inside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss by Giancarlo Stanton, evens the count, a ball and a strike. One, a little outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Stanton. Two-one pitch to Giancarlo Stanton. That is ripped foul. 2-2. Two-two pitch from early to Stanton. That's hit into left field. Back it goes, and it is going to be off the top of the wall. Stanton going into second, and the throw not in time. Stanton has a leadoff double here in the bottom of the second. Didn't miss a home run by much. It hit off the top of the StubHub signage out there in left center field. And Stanton has a leadoff double, and it'll bring up Ben Rice. Yankee first baseman. Rice this season hit .255, 26 home runs, 65 runs driven in. He went 2 for 4 in last night's game with a home run. Did not play in game 1. Pitch to Rice is a strike. Stanton at second base, and the 0-1 pitch to Rice. Swing and a miss. Rice is behind in the count, 0-2. So Giancarlo Stanton's leadoff double, that's his first hit of the series. .0-2 pitch misses high. Counts now a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Bounce foul, first base side. Count remains 1-2. One, two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Rice goes down on strikes. He chased a low one there. And the batter will be the Yankee third baseman, Rosario. First appearance in this series for Rosario. Pitch to him, down low, ball one. Rosario this year hit .276, 6 home runs, 23 runs batted in, and my mistake, Rosario did play in game one. He went 0 for 3. And that pitch misses low, 2-0. Early looking back at Stanton at second base, and the 2-0 pitch to Rosario. That hit the outside corner, strike one. 2-1 now the count. Two-one pitch. Rosario hits it foul. That'll even the count, 2-2. Two-two pitch to Rosario, hit foul, third base side. Here comes another 2-2 pitch to Rosario. In the air, right center field, playable. And calling for it out there in right field is Abreu, and he's got it for the second out. And the batter will be Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm in the regular season hit .242, 31 home runs. He drove in 80. Still looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 4. Stanton still at second with 2 outs, and pitch misses outside. Ball one popped out of Narvaez's glove momentarily, but not far enough for Stanton to try to advance to third. Throw back to second base. Diving back in is Stanton. One-zero pitch to Jazz Chisholm. That's right at the knees. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, 2-2. Chisholm looks in and a 2-2 pitch. Fouled away, stays alive. And time called before this next 2-2 pitch. Two-two pitch once again to Jazz Chisholm. Went after a high one again and fouled it back. Chisholm staying alive. Another 2-2. Strike three called at the knees. So the Red Sox squander a leadoff single in the top of the second. Yankees squander a leadoff double in their half of the second. End of 2. Red Sox, Yankees, no score. So both young pitchers holding their own here through the first 2 innings. As we head to the third, I'll update you on my upcoming live stream schedule. On Saturday, I will be back with you for, again, I'm not exactly sure. It's either going to be, I usually do 2 college football games on Saturdays. So it's either going to be 2 college football games, or I might do 1 college football game and 1 of the division series games. That is still up in the air what I'm going to do on that. The college football, I'm looking at the college football schedule this week, and while there are some good games, there's nothing that really just jumps out. Miami, Florida State, probably the game of the weekend. Although Vanderbilt, Alabama is a close second. I don't think anyone had that one on their calendar when the season began. But so I may just do 1 college football game and 1 division series game. That's kind of the direction I'm leaning right now. But we'll see where it goes. But I will be back on Saturday for sure for something on my live stream page. But and then on Sunday, we'll be back on the live stream as well. So here we go. Top of the third inning in a scoreless game. Abreu leading off the Red Sox third. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. Abreu in the regular season hit .247, 22 home runs, 69 runs batted in. In the series, Abreu 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. That hits the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Popped up. Barely having to move there. Third baseman Rosario makes the catch for the first out. One down in the Red Sox third. It will bring up Romy Gonzalez, the number 9 hitter. Gonzalez in the regular season a .305 hitter, 9 home runs, 53 runs batted in. This series, Gonzalez looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 6. And takes this one on the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Downstairs, a ball and a strike. Excuse me. Gonzalez back in the box, and the 1-1 pitch from Schlittler. Right down the middle, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Back to the top of the order next, and Jarren Duran. Schlittler looks in and delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Cam Schlittler. 2 down here in the third. And Jarren Duran will be the batter. Duran stepping up with 2 out, nobody on. Pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Oh, 1. That hits the outside corner. 0-2 the count on Duran. Oh, 2. Hit foul. Duran stays alive. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. It gets away from Wells. He'll throw to first, and the Red Sox retired 1-2-3. In the third, 5 strikeouts for Schlittler. We head to the bottom of the third, still 0-0, Red Sox and Yankees. Updating you on that Thursday night NFL game in Los Angeles. 49ers have scored again, so the 49ers have jumped out to a 14-0 lead on the Rams. Just underway in the second quarter. Again, Tigers won earlier today to eliminate Cleveland. Tigers advancing on to the division series to play the Mariners. And the Cubs ended the Padres season. Cubs won that deciding game 3-1. So it will be the Cubs and the Brewers in one of the National League division series. Dodgers, the only team to sweep their wild card round. Dodgers will play the Phillies. So the National League division series are set. Cubs, Brewers, and Dodgers, Phillies. So the Home teams and higher seeds hold serve in the wild card round in the National League. Detroit, the lower seed, was victorious in their series. And this game is getting set to head to the bottom of the third. Leading it off here in the bottom of the third for the Yankees will be the shortstop, Volpe. Volpe in the regular season hit .212, 19 home runs, 72 runs batted in. This series, he's hitting 3 for 7, 1 home run. First pitch, bottom 3 to Volpe, inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. That misses outside, 2-0. 60-degree evening at first pitch at Yankee Stadium tonight. Here's the 2-0. Foul back. 2-1 now the count. Two one. Inside corner, strike 2. That'll even the count 2-2 on Anthony Volpe. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Volpe goes down on strikes. 4th strikeout for Conley early, and it will bring up the number 9 hitter, the Yankee catcher, Austin Wells. This season, in the regular season, Wells hit .219, 21 home runs, 71 runs batted in. This series, Wells is 2 for 6 and takes ball 1 outside. One 0 pitch. Outside, 2-0 with a count to Austin Wells. .2-0. That's a high strike in the zone. 2-1 now the count. Early looks in on Wells and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That's at the knees, strike 2. That'll even the count 2-2. Two pitch. Right there, strike 3, and Wells knew it. 5 strikeouts for Early, and we're back to the top of the order in Grisham. Grisham, a strikeout victim his first time. The pitch to Grisham is into right center field for a base hit. Grisham has himself a 2-out single, and he gets on for Mr. Judge coming to the plate. So here comes Aaron Judge, 0 for 1 tonight. 4 for 9 in the series. Ball one low. He flew out back in the first inning in his first at bat. One-zero pitch to Aaron Judge. Hits the outside corner, strike one. Early looks in and delivers the 1-1 pitch to Aaron Judge. Bounce to third, easy play. Throw over to first, and the Yankees done in the third. A two-out single by Grisham, but he's stranded right there. We head to the fourth. Good pitching battle between these two young pitchers. Red Sox, Yankees, no score. It'll be Story, Bregman, and Yoshida, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Red Sox, as we head to the middle innings in this third and decisive game in this American League Wild Card Series. To see who will advance and play the Toronto Blue Jays. We know 3 of the matchups in the division series. Again, we don't have the game times for Saturday yet. I think those game times will be announced following this game. But they all start on Saturday. We go from 12 teams to 8 for a World Series chance. Dodgers looking to go back-to-back. That has not happened since the Yankees teams of the late 90s and early 2000s. We have not had a back-to-back champion since then. Yankees looking to get back for the second year in a row. You know the Dodgers would love to send the soon-to-be retiring Clayton Kershaw out with 2 consecutive championships. See if the Dodgers can get it done. That's going to be a very, very good series, Dodgers and the Phillies. And again, these 4 teams that had the bye, how will they respond? They're going to have almost a week off in between games. So here we go, back to this one, top of the fourth, no score. Trevor Story will lead it off for the Red Sox in the top of the fourth. Two rookie pitchers in a do-or-die Game 3, and they have both looked very, very strong on the mound tonight through 3 innings. First pitch, top of the fourth. Taken outside for ball 1 to Story. Checking with the first base umpire on a check swing, but he did not swing. 1-0 pitch. That's there on the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 to Trevor Story. One pitch downstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch. That's in the air to right. Playable out there for Judge. And 1 out here in the top of the fourth. So one out here, that's lifted into right field, but Judge with a play again, and that's out number 2. So Bregman swings on the first pitch and flies out to right. And it will bring up Yoshida. Yoshida singled to lead off the second. Lone Red Sox hit in this game so far. The pitch to Yoshida hits the outside corner, strike one, 100 miles an hour on that pitch from Schlittler. Yoshida with his hit in the second is now 3 for 4 in this series. Strike one pitch. Swing and a miss. Yoshida down in the count 0-2. Oh-2 pitch down low, a ball and 2 strikes. One, two. Lined into left, and that is Yoshida's 4th hit of the series. He is now 4 for 5. 2 for 2 tonight as he sends a 2-out single to left center. And it will bring up Rafaela. Rafaela struck out his first time up, one of 5 strikeout victims against Schlittler so far. Yoshida at first with 2 outs. And the pitch to Rafaela is hit to second. Chisholm over to first and a 2-out single fire. Yoshida is wasted as he is stranded. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Red Sox, Yankees, 0-0. It would be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Yankees. Bellinger, Stanton, and Rice due up in the bottom of the 4th. Well, this game here kind of marks the end of an era for Major League Baseball, as this is the final game ESPN will broadcast as a major television partner for Major League Baseball. They've started carrying Major League Baseball games, I want to say 1991, roughly. So 36 years. They're going to still be a part of it. They're just not going to be a major mainstay and a major component in the new MLB TV deal. So this, in essence, ends a run of, 35 years for ESPN and Major League Baseball. Sunday Night Baseball next year moves to NBC and Peacock in the new MLB TV deal. And one part of the new MLB TV deal that has a few people not so happy with, next year's Home Run Derby will be exclusively on Netflix. So that's kind of a peek at the new MLB TV deal next year. And ESPN also will have streaming coverage through their app. So they're not totally getting out of Major League Baseball, just as a major key media member. So we head to the bottom of the 4th here. Bellinger will lead it off in a scoreless game. A scoreless 3rd and decisive game of this series. Bellinger stepping up. He's 0 for 1 so far and takes inside for ball 1 to lead off the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Two-two pitch downstairs, and the count runs full to Bellinger. Three-two pitch. Bellinger sends it in the air to right center. Tough play, and no play. The ball bounces. Bellinger ends up at second base. That was hit kind of in no man's land there in right center field. Neither Rafaela in center field, Abreu in right field, or the second baseman Gonzalez could catch up to that ball. Bellinger never stopped running and legged out in the leadoff double. Center fielder Rafaela tried for the diving catch. It hit his glove. He just was unable to close his glove before the ball hit the ground. So a leadoff double brings up Giancarlo Stanton. Got his first hit of the series, his first time up with a single. Or I'm sorry, with a double, excuse me. He was stranded at second, however, in the second inning. 1-0 pitch. That hits the inside corner. 1-1 to count. One pitch. Inside. Count goes 2-1 to Stanton. Two-one pitch. Foul back. Counts even 2-2. Two-two pitch to Stanton. Down low, and that will fill the count, 3-2. Ben Rice is on deck. 3-2 payoff pitch to Stanton, fouled away. Three-two payoff pitch to Stanton once again. Inside, ball 4, and the first 2 on in the 4th for the Yankees. That wasn't the absolute terrible thing for the Red Sox because now it does set up a force play at any base. And this is going to be a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach Andrew Bailey coming out to have a word with Early, as well as the Red Sox infield and Early's battery mate Narvaez before the at-bat to Ben Rice. So here we go. Ben Rice with first and second. No one out for the Yankees. Yeah, there's a strike at the knees. Rice struck out his first time up against Early. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Rice is down in the count 0-2. Bellinger at second, Stanton at first. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rice goes down on strikes for the second time. That's strikeout number 6 for Early. And the batter will be Rosario. Rosario is 0 for 1. Pitch is outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch on the ground and through into left field, base hit. Waving in Bellinger. The throw home is late. Bellinger scores. First run of the game, 1-0 Yankees. RBI single by Rosario brings in the game's first run of the night. Batter will be Chisholm. First and second, 1 out, a run in for the Yankees. Chisholm swings and misses, strike 1. Chisholm still looking for his first hit of the series. Struck out his first time tonight. 0-1 pitch. Chisholm sends it into right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield, and they will hold Stanton at third. The bases are loaded with 1 out for Volpe. And a run already in. And it looks like we're going to have the Red Sox bullpen starting to loosen. Bases loaded for Volpe. First pitch swinging, popped up, first base side, out of play, strike 1. Stanton, the runner at third. Rosario at second, who drove in the run. Chisholm over at first. In the Red Sox bullpen is Justin Slayton warming up. Strike 1 pitch. That's thin to right and through. This will play another run. It will hold. Rosario at third. RBI single by Volpe makes it 2-0 Yankees in the fourth. Bases still loaded, and Austin Wells will be the batter. Early is at 67 pitches, so he might be getting to the end of his reign here. Wells fouls it off for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul back. Wells behind in the count 0-2. Oh, 2 to Wells. Foul back to stay alive. Oh, 2. Down low. 1-2 now the count. On Austin Wells. 6 hits now for the Yankees against Early. One, two. Fouled back again. One-two pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Outside, full count. Nowhere to put Wells. Will this be Early's last batter? Especially if he doesn't retire Wells. Wells fouls it off. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Now we're having a discussion between the umpiring crew here, it looks like. Looks like they're reviewing something. Oh, they might be reviewing... Well, I thought they might be reviewing catcher's interference, but I didn't see anything there on the replay they just showed. Checking catcher's interference to see if the ball hit the mitt of the catcher, Narvaez. Apologies for, I've got obviously the TV feed on, but for obvious reasons, I've got the sound down, so I'm sure they're discussing what's going on, but didn't look like to me that the bat hit the glove, if that is what they are reviewing. So, yeah, no interference there. So it will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat on a 3-2 count on Wells and the bases loaded. Another 3-2. Off the first baseman and into right field. This will score 1. This will score 2. 4-0 Yankees. Rosario and Chisholm come home. That hit off the glove of Lowe and trickled into right field. And it's been a 4-run barrage here in the 4th for the Yankees. So the Yankees have gotten to Conley early here in the 4th for 4 runs. And we're back to the top of the order. Grisham, he takes a strike at the knees. Grisham, the 7th batter here in the inning. Oh, 1 pitch to Grisham. In the air to right, playable out there. And the catch made by Abreu. No tag by any of the runners. And there are 2 outs. And here comes Aaron Judge. Yankees have batted around here in the 4th inning. And that's going to be it for early, as here comes Alex Cora. So early, a great first 3 innings in his postseason debut, but the Yankees got to him here in the 4th. And Slayton will come in to pitch. Slayton in the regular season appeared in 36 games, 2-4 record, 4.24 ERA, walked 10 and struck out 25 in 34 innings. Slayton has appeared in 1 game in this series, pitched 2/3 of an inning, and did give up a run. He walked 1. So he comes in with runners at first and second and 2 outs here in the 4th. The Yankees have put 4 on the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Red Sox going to have to get that offense going here, as they're now going to be in at least a 4-run hole. And a Red Sox team that has been held to 2 hits so far, both of those by Yoshida in this game. And Justin Slayton comes in, and the first batter he gets to face is Aaron Judge. Judge 0 for 2 so far in this game. Yankees really have a chance to bust this open. And that hits Judge on the first pitch. So that's going to load him again. And it will be Bellinger who started this inning, coming up for the second time. Bellinger doubled and scored. First pitch swinging is popped up, shallow left center field, and the catch made by the center fielder, Rafaela, to end the inning. Yankees leave the bases loaded, but they put 4 on the board. And as we go to the 5th, Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. And for the Red Sox, it will be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Lowe, Narvaez, and Abreu, coming up here in the 5th. Now with the Yankees having a 4-run lead, you know they would at least love to give Schlittler a chance to get the win here if he can make it through 5. Schlittler making just his 15th Major League start. Early, the starting pitcher for the Red Sox, making his postseason debut and just his 5th Major League start. Had a great first 3 innings, but Yankees got to him in the 4th, and the final line for him in this game, 3 2/3 innings. 6 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of those earned. 1 walk, did have 6 strikeouts through 78 pitches. So on we go to inning number 5. Red Sox going to have to get the offense going now as Nathaniel Lowe will lead it off. Lowe, a strikeout victim his first time up. Schlittler has struck out 5 Red Sox so far in 4 innings. So here we go. First pitch, top of the 5th inning. To the leadoff batter, Nathaniel Lowe. It's a little high, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Lowe gets the Red Sox 3rd hit of the game and a leadoff single here in the 4th. That's his first hit of the series. And it will bring up the catcher, Narvaez. That was pitch number 60 for Schlittler. Narvaez takes strike 1. Narvaez a ground out his first time up. Strike 1 pitch. Downstairs. 1-1. One pitch. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. That will even the count 2-2. Two pitch to Narvaez. Foul back. Count stays 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch, and it's foul back again. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Narvaez strikes out. That's strikeout number 6 for Schlittler, and it will bring up Abreu. Abreu's 0 for 1. Pitch to Abreu's right down the middle, strike 1. Popped out his first time up. Pitch to him, swing and a miss. Abreu down in the count, 0-2. '70th pitch for Schlittler coming up. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. 7 on the night now for Schlittler. And the batter will be Gonzalez. He is one of the 7 strikeout victims, as he struck out his first time up. Pitch to Gonzalez is fouled, strike 1. Romy Gonzalez still looking for his first hit of the series as well. He's now 0 for 7 with that strikeout in the third. That pitch misses high. Counts even, 1-1. One pitch. At the knee, strike 2. Here comes the Yankee Stadium crowd again to their feet, trying to urge Schlittler to get this final out and give him a chance to get the win. 1-2 pitch upstairs, 2-2. Two. Lined into right. That's going to be a base hit for Romy Gonzalez, his first hit of the series. And the Red Sox have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And we're back to the top of the order, Jarren Duran. Duran 0 for 2 on the night. They would love to get Duran on base here to bring Story up with a chance to tie it. Duran swings at the first pitch, fouls it off, strike one. Oh, 1. Foul back. Duran is in an 0-2 hole. Brief time called before this 0-2 pitch. And everybody's set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Duran check swing. Win around, says the third base umpire. Schlittler strikes out the side in the fifth. Red Sox strand 2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Still, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-0. They showed the replay. Duran clearly went around. Be the middle third of the Yankees lineup. Stanton, Rice, and Rosario coming up in the bottom of the fifth, trying to add to their 4-0 lead. So the Red Sox down to their final 12 outs of the season, unless they can find a rally in them. They will have the bats coming up in the sixth. Story, Bregman, and Yoshida. So here in the fourth inning, it's going to be Stanton leading off. Stanton is 1 for 1, and he's also reached on a walk, and he scored one of the 4 Yankee runs last inning. Toronto Blue Jays await the winner of this series in the American League Division Series. First pitch, bottom 5, is in the air to center. That's going to stay in the park. Center fielder Rafaela makes the catch just shy of the warning track. Stanton flies out to center. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. And here's Ben Rice. First pitch swinging here by Rice is into center field. Rafaela getting a workout out there. 2 pitches, 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. And that will now bring up Rosario. Rosario 1 for 2. RBI single last inning in that 4-run fourth. There's a strike on the inside corner. Strike one pitch is hit foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. Downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch hit foul. One-two pitch, foul back. One-two pitch upstairs, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Got him. 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th. For Slayton, we head to the 6th. It'll be Story, Bregman, and Yoshida due up. 4-0 lead for the Yankees. Other sports news, let's give you an update on that Thursday night NFL game, 49ers and Rams. They have reached the half. Rams have gotten on the board. The 49ers still lead that game, though, 17-7. So Red Sox have 12 outs left in their season, needing a 4-run rally at least. And we'll see who comes in to pitch here in the 6th for the Yankees. Schlittler's coming back out. He's at 78 pitches right now. He stands to get the win, as he has made it through 5. Trevor Story leading it off in the Red Sox 6th. 0 for 2 tonight. Another packed house at Yankee Stadium for this third and decisive game in this American League Wild Card Series. First pitch, top 6. Story lines it into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Story's first hit of the game, and the Red Sox have the leadoff man on here in the 6th. And the batter will be Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 tonight is Bregman. Pitch to him is right down the middle, strike 1. That pitch grounded to second. Chisholm the throw to second. They do get the lead runner. That's going to be all they get. So 1 out, a runner at first. And Yoshida is the batter. Yoshida 2 for 2 with a couple singles. Fouls this off, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled away. Yoshida down on the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Yoshida strikes out for out number 2. Strikeout number 9 for Schlittler tonight. And here's Rafaela. The runner at first and 2 out. Yankee bullpen starting to loosen. Rafaela fouls this off for strike one. Strike one pitch down low, a ball and a strike. One outside, 2-1. Comes the 2-1 pitch. Bounced foul. That'll even the count 2-2. Runner at first, 2 outs for the Red Sox. The 2-2 pitch from Schlittler. Got him! 10 strikeouts for Schlittler. Red Sox strand a runner. We head to the bottom of the 6th in the Bronx. It is still Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. What a performance for a Schlittler tonight. 10 strikeouts. A pitcher making just his 15th major league start. And if that was indeed his last inning, what a performance he has had. He's gone 6 innings now. Given up 5 hits, has not walked anyone, and struck out 10. And stands to be the winning pitcher in a decisive Game 3 against the Yankees' longtime rivals. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 bottom of the order for the Yankees. In the bottom of the 6, it'll be Chisholm, Volpe, and Wells. Red Sox go to the bullpen here in the 6th inning, and they will bring on Steven Matz. Second appearance in this series. He has pitched 1 inning. He's given up 2 hits and has a strikeout. Leadoff batter he will face is Jazz Chisholm. It's 1 for 2. A single, and he scored one of the 4 Yankee runs in that 4-run fourth. The Yankees 9 outs away from a berth in the American League Division Series against the Toronto Blue Jays. A team they tied for the regular season American League East title, but the Blue Jays got the division by virtue of their season series win over the Yankees. First pitch by Matz, bottom 6 to Chisholm on the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1 from Matz to Chisholm down low. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. One line into right field for a base hit just out of the reach of the second baseman Gonzalez, and Chisholm has a leadoff single. Batter's Volpe. Volpe's 1 for 2. He drove in a run in that 4th inning. Matz looks in and delivers to Volpe. Instead, he'll throw over to first. Chisholm was the Yankees' leader in stolen bases this year, so he is definitely a threat to run at first base. He had 31 of those this year. Here's a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, misses outside, counts even 1-1. One swing and a miss. Hard swing by Volpe. Now 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Right there on the inside corner, strike 3. Volpe down on strikes for the first out in the bottom of the 6th. Then it will bring up Austin Wells. Pitch to Wells on the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1. On the ground to first. That might be 2. Throw to second. 1 on to first. A high throw. And the ball goes out of play, and Wells will be given second base. So the Red Sox got the out at second, but then it was a high throw back to first. And the ball went out of play. So a fielder's choice, E6. Second error of the night for the Red Sox. Brings up the top of the order, Trent Grisham. 0-1 is outside, a ball and a strike. One is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Judge is on deck. Red Sox would love nothing more than to face him to lead off an inning with the bases empty. And it looks like they will as Grisham pops it up. Third base and the catch made by Alex Bregman to end the bottom of the 6th. On we go to inning number 7. Red Sox down to their last 9 outs of the season. Unless they have a rally in them, Yankees lead this game 4-0. For the Red Sox in the top of the 7th inning, it's going to be Lowe, Narvaez, and Abreu, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. My assumption is Schlittler's done for the night. After 6 innings of shutout baseball and 89 pitches. A 10 strikeout night. We'll see who the Yankees do bring out to the mound in the 7th. So everything held serve. The 2 higher seeds moved on out of the National League. The Cubs and the Dodgers. Tigers, the lower seed with the series win over Cleveland. So it will be Nathaniel Lowe leading it off here in the top of the 7th. He's got one of the 5 Red Sox hits with a single. And Schlittler is coming back out for the 7th inning. I'm surprised. Schlittler has tied Dave Righetti and Red Ruffing on the Yankees list as far as most strikeouts in their postseason debut. Might be going to try to send Schlittler as long as he can, will Aaron Boone. That way he can have as full of a rested bullpen as he can when the division series round starts, assuming the Yankees hold on here. But still only the 7th inning. Yankees bullpen does have action, however. Lowe sends this in the air to right. And catch made by Aaron Judge just along the right field foul line for the first out here in the top of the 7th. And the batter will be the catcher, Narvaez. 0 for 2. Schlittler's pitch, ball 1, up and in. Narvaez now 0 for 7 in the series with his 0 for 2 tonight. 1-0 pitch, right down the middle, strike one. A ball and a strike. Schlittler about to throw his 94th pitch, and it's fouled back. 1-2 the count. By the way, I do have a defensive switch to tell you about for the Yankees. This happened last inning, and I didn't mention it. Ryan McMahon is in at third base. He replaced Rosario. One and two. Bases empty, one out. Red Sox down 4 in the 7th. 1-2 is popped up. The catcher, Austin Wells, with it. 2 outs. And here's Wilyer Abreu. Abreu tonight 0 for 2. Red Sox trailing this game 4-0. They've been out hit 7-5. Red Sox down to their final 7 outs of the season. Swing and a miss by Abreu, 0-1. First 2 games of this series have been very competitive. The Yankees have the upper hand in this game 3 right now. 0-1 pitch downstairs, and that'll even the count 1-1 on Abreu. It's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Abreu. And the crowd rises once again. Two-two pitch. Got him swinging. 11 strikeouts for Schlittler. 1-2-3 7th inning. Stretch time in the Bronx. 4-0 Yankee lead. It'll be Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton due up in the bottom of the 7th. Schlittler looks like he's headed into the dugout, so that pretty much tells me he is officially done. Exactly 100 pitches for Schlittler. New Red Sox pitcher coming into the game. It'll be their 4th pitcher of the night. Greg Weissert. First appearance in this series for Weissert. He made 72 appearances in the regular season. 6-6 record. 2.82 ERA. Walked 21, struck out 57 in 67 innings. He's coming on to try to keep this a 4-0 game. So the starting pitcher For the Red Sox, Conley early went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, walked 1 and struck out 6, threw 78 pitches. Slayton came in, threw an inning and a third, didn't give up anything, had 1 strikeout. Matz came in and pitched the 6th, did give up a hit and had a strikeout. And now Weissert coming in, the 4th Red Sox pitcher. Schlittler, the pitcher for the Yankees, his numbers, he's gone 7 innings. He's given up 5 hits, has not walked any, and struck out 11, exactly 100 pitches. In between it, right when he was coming off the field there in the top of the 7th, he ran straight to the locker room. So here we go. Yankees will have Judge leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Judge 0 for 2 tonight so far. Update on that Thursday night NFL game. 49ers have added a field goal, so they now lead the Rams 20-7. Although the Rams are in the 49ers red zone, trying to make that a 1-score game. But back to this wild card game, 4-0 Yankees. Bottom of the 7th. Tigers beat Cleveland in the decisive game 3 earlier today, 6-3. Cubs knocked off the Padres in the decisive game 3 of that series. Seems like a long between inning break here. Now it looks like we're finally set to go here in the bottom of the 7th. So here we go. Weissert in against Aaron Judge. First pitch, bottom of the 7th. Inside corner, strike 1. Judge 4 for 10 in the series. Swing and a miss. He's down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Aaron Judge. Little off the outside corner, 1-2. One-two pitch. Judge skies it in the air to right center field, playable, and Abreu, the right fielder, calls and makes the catch for the first out. And the batter will be Cody Bellinger. Bellinger 1 for 3 tonight. Doubled and scored in that 4-run 4th inning. Bellinger hits it on the ground to first. Underhand throw over to Weissert, covering for the second out. And here comes Giancarlo Stanton. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored, and he's also reached on a walk. Looked like Bellinger was hobbling to first base there on that ground ball just now. To keep an eye on that. Stanton just missed a home run with that double earlier this game. It hit right off the advertisement there on the left center field fence. Two-0 pitch, that's inside. 3-0 now the count. Weisert's 3-0 to Stanton is there in the strike zone. Strike one. Three one bounced foul, and that will fill the count. Three-two payoff pitch. Stanton grounds it to short. Story with it on throw over to first, and the Yankees retired 1-2-3 in the bottom of the seventh. On we go to the eighth. 4-0 Yankees. It'll be Gonzalez and then the top of the order, Duran and Story, here in the eighth inning for the Red Sox. 6 outs left in their season, unless they have a 4-run rally. At least a 4-run rally. Waiting to see who the Yankees pitcher is going to be here in the eighth inning. Still waiting to see who it's going to be pitching for the Yankees here in the eighth inning. We know it's going to be Gonzalez leading it off in the top of the eighth for the Red Sox. Gonzalez has a single in his 2 at-bats. Well, we saw Schlittler go to the locker room right when he came off the mound in the 7th inning, but guess who's coming out to pitch the 8th inning? It's Schlittler. He's at exactly 100 pitches. And coming back out for the 8th and a strike called. 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. I was cackling because TV broadcast was showing the stands, and there was a little bit of a funny poster. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Next, if Schlittler gets another strikeout, it'll be a dozen. I like this call, letting him go here in the 8th inning. I just didn't think we'd see him. 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, 2-2. For a pitcher making his 15th major league start in his postseason debut, how much does he have left in the tank is the question at 104 pitches. 2-2 swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 12 for Schlittler. A game to remember for him in his postseason debut. Here's Jarren Duran. He struck out twice against Schlittler tonight. The pitch. Foul ball. And caught! And falling into the Red Sox dugout. And the catch made by the third baseman, McMahon. McMahon made the grab as he fell into the Red Sox dugout. 2 down. Wow, that's a heck of an effort. Here's Trevor Story. 2 out and nobody on. Story 1 for 3 tonight. Defensive play of the night right there. Story grounds it to short. Schlittler goes 8 scoreless innings. And his Yankees 3 outs away from a berth in the American League Division Series. Bottom 8 coming up. 4-0 Bronx Bombers. What a performance for Schlittler on the mound tonight. He'll remember this one for the rest of his life. What a performance. Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th are going to have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Rice, McMahon, and Chisholm. Red Sox are bringing Aroldis Chapman into the game here. Chapman on the year in 67 appearances, 5-3 record, 1.17 ERA, 15 walks, 85 strikeouts, 61 to third innings. He had 32 saves. In this series, Chapman has gone an inning and a third. He picked up a 4-inning save in Game 1. Although it got a little hairy for him in the 9th inning in that Game 1 win. Ben Rice will lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th for the Yankees. Rice 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts tonight. And Rice is not going to hit here. He's actually going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. Paul Goldschmidt's going to pinch hit. Goldschmidt in the regular season, a .274 hitter with 10 home runs, 45 runs batted in. In this series, Goldschmidt is 2 for 4. Chapman's first pitch, bottom 8, strike 1 to Paul Goldschmidt. Red Sox will need a big rally in the ninth to try to keep their season alive. That up the middle and a base hit for Goldschmidt to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And here comes Ryan McMahon getting his first at bat. McMahon made that defensive play on the foul ball catch crashing into the Red Sox dugout in the top half of this inning. McMahon fouls it off, strike 1. Pitch to McMahon, fouled away, third base side. McMahon's in an 0-2 hole. .0-2 pitch, fouled away. Count stays 0-2. Cam Schlittler has set a record for a Yankees pitcher with most strikeouts in his postseason debut with his 12. 0-2 is fouled again by Ryan McMahon. .0-2 pitch once again to Ryan McMahon. Got him at the knees. Chapman a strikeout of McMahon, 1 down, and it'll bring up Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm 2 for 3 tonight with a couple singles. He has scored a run. All the Yankees' 4 runs came in that 4-run 4th inning when they sent 10 men to the plate. Swing and a miss by Chisholm. In the Red Sox 9th inning, it's going to be Bregman, Yoshida, and Rafaela. Chisholm swings and misses again. He's in an 0-2 hole. Chisholm calls time before the 0-2 pitch. .0-2. Chisholm bounces it foul. Stays alive. Not that my opinion matters, but Schlittler's already had the game of his life. You've got a 4-run lead. Why not let him go out and finish it? 0-2 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Chisholm looks at strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts from Aroldis Chapman brings up Volpe. Volpe's 1 for 3 tonight. He's drove in a run. Volpe fouls it back, strike 1. Oh, 1 is outside, 1-1 the count. One upstairs, 2-1. Two one pitch. That is hit foul. Counts now 2-2. Two, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chapman strikes out the side. That'll do it in the 8th. Last chance for the Red Sox. They need a 4-run rally to keep their season alive. It is 4-0 Yankees. Red Sox will send Bregman, Yoshida, and Rafaela. And they are going to have to get 3 runners on base in order to have a chance to tie the game. So if the Red Sox have a big inning in them, the time is now. Schlittler is done after 8 innings. The Yankees are going to bring on Bednar to try to close it and send the Yankees to the American League Division Series. Bednar in the regular season had 10 saves since coming over to the Yankees from Pittsburgh. In this series, Bednar's appeared in now all 3 games. He has pitched an inning and 2/3. Got the save last night. He has struck out 3 in his previous 2 appearances in this series. Again, he will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Bregman, Yoshida, and Rafaela, trying to get the final 3 outs and send the Yankees to Toronto. Bregman is 0 for 3 tonight, as he will lead off the 9th. So Schlittler's final numbers tonight: 8 innings, 5 hits, no walks, 12 strikeouts, 107 pitches. Just an absolute gem in his postseason debut. Bednar on to close it. Non-save situation with a 4-run lead. But first pitch, top 9, ball 1. Bednar's 1-0. Outside corner, strike one. Bednar looks in and delivers the 1-1 pitch to Alex Bregman. Little low. 2-1. Two one. Strike two. Bregman and the Red Sox are down 4 runs, and he has yet to swing the bat in these first 4 pitches. You're going to have to swing that bat if you want to. 2-2. Almost win after an outside one there, but held up, and the count is full, 3-2. A walk is just as good right now. Everybody standing at Yankee Stadium. Most everybody. 3-2 payoff. Bregman takes inside ball 4. Never swung the bat at any of the 6 pitches, but does draw a walk. And here's Yoshida. Yoshida 2 for 3 tonight. Yoshida has come up clutch in this series for the Red Sox. Takes a strike here. Red Sox still need to get 2 more men on to get the tying run up. 0-1. Yoshida bounces it to second. That might be 2. Chisholm for 1. Yoshida's too fast, however, so they're not going to be able to get him. The lead runner erased. 1 out in the 9th. And Rafaela steps up. Rafaela 0 for 3 tonight. The pitch to him, strike. High strike in the zone. 0-1 pitch. On the ground, foul, first base side. It's 0-2. Red Sox, 2 outs left in their season. Barring a rally here. Oh, 2. Downstairs, 1-2. One-two pitch. Got him. 2 out in the 9th. And the Yankees an out away. It's going to be up to Nathaniel Lowe to keep the season alive for the Red Sox. Lowe is 1 for 3 tonight, representing the last hope for the Red Sox. Bednar's pitch, strike 1 right down the middle. Lowe 1 for 3 tonight, 1 for 6 in the series. Lowe sends it in the air. Foul territory, and the Yankees heading to the American League Division Series against the Toronto Blue Jays. A Game 3 shutout of the Boston Red Sox, 4-0. And the Yankees come back taking the final 2 after losing Game 1 and keep their hopes for a back-to-back World Series appearance alive. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Red Sox. Schlittler gets the win. Just a magnificent performance in his postseason debut. Early suffered the loss. That bad 4th inning. All 4 runs for the Yankees in that 4-run 4th. And that was enough to send the Yankees to Toronto in the American League Division Series. Red Sox season comes to a close. A wild card series loss to their rivals from the Bronx. Going to sign off here pretty quick on the live stream here tonight. Again, my name is John. Sports Bonanza John here on YouTube is my YouTube handle. If you like my content on here, would really appreciate a like and subscribe from you. It would really help out a lot. Also on Kick tonight, Sports Kick John, I do also have some content on Twitch at Sport Guru John. So check that out as well. I will be back on the live stream on Saturday afternoon doing something, either a college football game or a Major League Baseball game. But I will be back on the live stream. I will have 2 games on the live stream, 2 games of some kind on my live stream on Saturday. So hopefully you'll join me for that as well. Quick update for you football fans on the Thursday night NFL game before I sign off of here. Rams were down 14-0. They have come back to tie the Niners at 20. That game in the 4th quarter. You can catch the end of that game. Game's on Prime Video. For anybody that has Prime Video, you can catch the end of that game there. I will be back Saturday, like I said, of some kind of sports action on Saturday on my page here, and hopefully you can join me on Saturday as well. Thanks for joining me.